Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is Earth Angel 111 here to give you a reading today. We've got a nice, lighthearted, kind of positive delivering of messages just to see where you're headed next and what you can kind of expect in the upcoming months. Specifically, this will kind of be geared towards spring and summertime, but we'll see what comes out in the cards, right? It might get more specific, more narrowed down to a specific week or a specific season. So yeah, we're just gonna jump into it. Thank you so much to everyone that tunes in, and I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. All right, so let's see first what message the angels want you to know. Of course, none are coming out right now. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, well, interesting, because this is not an angel message and all the rest of them literally are. So this is a message from the person on your mind or your person. And it currently says, I must leave for a little while, but that doesn't mean you don't hold a special place in my heart. No matter how... no matter what, I'll always love you with all my heart. Random. Okay, because this is definitely not a love reading, but of course, you can't stop divine and messages from coming through. Okay, we got 3 here. First says, new career opportunity is coming in soon. Your angels are preparing you behind the scenes. They want to see you succeed and are providing you with the necessary skills to truly stand out. Get ready to shine. Absolutely beautiful energy there. Next message says, oh, these cards are kind of falling here. Give me a second. All right, so your next message says to focus on the positive. Divine is reminding you to be grateful for all you currently have in this moment. It is important to remember all the steps of this journey. Don't dwell on the negative. So really important, right? To be grateful for every moment of the journey along the way, small or big. It says it's time to focus on you. Yes, you're allowed to do that every once in a while. The angels encourage you to put the focus on you for a change. So some really nice energies there to get you started. Now let's get some tarot and see what you can expect to come in. If there's new love or job opportunity, or overall just kind of a sense of where you're headed. I feel like overall, though, it's a sense of peace. A sense of no longer feeling left out in the cold. You're going to feel like you finally get to make the decisions. You get to call the shots. You could be becoming an entrepreneur or a business owner. And if not, you are just someone who is very independent and self-reliable. In the past, you could have went through situations that left you feeling like this is why you had to come to this, right? But you're on your way to success. Beautiful. You are on your way to success. It's going to be a lovely time. Let's see if we get some positive cards out, some good messages. So it looks like you're going to have some offers coming in when it comes to workplace. For you, this could be you really sitting in your position of authority or kind of trying to figure out your own way in the world when it comes to career. I feel like that's what Divine's letting you know if you felt in a place where you've been stuck or in between and just trying to figure out what your next steps are in life. Just know that around the spring you will have your answers, or you'll have a new opportunity come in, and it's going to bring in some sort of stability. And for those, like I said, if you've been lacking in confidence, you're going to regain that sense, that feeling, and just maybe an understanding as to where you're headed next. So that's a really beautiful kind of first message out there. It looks like in the past, maybe you applied for jobs or positions or went after things and it wasn't always successful. So sometimes it could have left you feeling defeated, or how come those things didn't work out. But what I'm being told to remind you is everything is divinely guided. So it's like the things that didn't work out for a reason. In order for you to find your true success, your niche, your happiness. Wow, at the bottom, the sun. So in the past, you could have felt like you weren't actually living in your uprights or able to function the way you wanted to live your life. Maybe you had blockages, stuff holding you back. And now it's like those things are kind of coming to an end, a close. Especially if you tuned into the reading last night, it's like finally those days are over, right? And positive days are coming in for you, just regaining a sense of self and overall clarity. For a lot of you, I feel like your focus is not on love. It's really just on regaining your independence and a feeling of self-love. Absolutely. Like trying to find the happiness in the little things, and you're probably grateful for every little bit of it. And if you're not, it's almost like divine wants you to be, right? Like no matter how big or small something could be, all those little moments in life, we're meant to appreciate them. So that's a beautiful message there. I feel like you're someone who knows that though, and you really try to give your cup to others in a sense. You really try to put yourself out there and be compassionate and kind and giving towards others. And sometimes maybe in the past that didn't necessarily play out in your favor. That's what could have been maybe left you feeling like your cups were drained or less than. And maybe you just kind of lost a passion for a little bit of giving or being that way. And I feel like love, it's kind of just like your focus is on you right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, that's what, if you're being divinely guided, you feel like by your spirit guides or even just your own intuition to put the focus on you for a bit, it's like, boom, there's a confirmation right there. So beautiful first messages. Let's kind of keep going. All right. So next we've got the 4 coins and the King of Swords. So in the past, you could have been feeling really cold and detached. Particularly, it looks from love or even just like certain close people to you. Maybe just feeling misunderstood, especially if you were kind of chasing after a sense of stability, right? Thank you so much, everyone who's just tuning in. We're kind of just getting started. It's going to be a really positive reading, though, today. I feel like the focus is going to be more around you and what you can expect in the upcoming weeks or months. So far, what I'm feeling like, too, is this could be in the next 3 months. Yeah, definitely, too. Next 3 or 4 months, you'll start to feel a sense of peace or understanding as to everything you just went through and why you did. And as to where you're kind of headed next. I think what Divine wants you to know too is on your path to success or your own finding yourself and your purpose and your abundance again, it's very important for you to really come out of this state and really just remember to be giving and kind to others and to really extend yourself, especially to those like your family, people that you're very close with, people in your immediate circle, I'm hearing. In the past, you could have felt blocked, not only financially, but maybe just in career in general. Could have been, too, you had a job, something you were passionate about, but it didn't necessarily bring in the stability that you needed. It's just something you kind of did because you loved. You had so much passion for it. I feel like if that's the case, if you've ever tuned into the readings before, always get this message where it says, take the road less traveled. And I really feel like that resonates with this right here because it's almost saying if you have the passion and the dedication to something, this could be anything, right? This could be having your own YouTube channel. This could be being a musician. This could be being an artist. So many other beautiful things, right? But even a small business owner, say you have like a little jewelry shop or something, or even you do nails and you want to do your own business, something like this. Remember, if you start small and you love something and you work hard enough at it, then usually there will be some sort of a reward eventually for following your heart and always staying connected to divine. But it's important at this time not to be too, like they're saying, kind of focused on yourself. Remember to still be giving to others and to really open up your heart and be passionate towards those that you're close to and just really appreciate them. It's almost like you could be feeling closed off from the past, or like you just want balance so bad, so you're really just focused on it. But in the same sense, it's almost like I'm getting a clear message that some people in your life could be feeling left out. So wow, that's really weird, because before I started, I had 2 intuitive messages and I wrote it on a piece of paper. So I clicked on, I love to watch The Office sometimes in the background, and it's on Netflix. So I was clicking to put The Office on, and I saw Matilda, and I didn't click it because, I mean, it's a kid's movie, saw a long time ago. But the whole message I got behind that is, you know how she's dealing like with the one part of her family is like really toxic, right? So you could have walked away from people like that, or just disconnected from people a little bit, taken back your energy, put up boundaries essentially. And I feel like those people could really miss you and just like want maybe explanations or to come back into your life. And I feel like maybe that's what this is. It's like Spirit saying too, in order to help you really heal and live your best life, it's important to forgive those and to kind of come back in order with them. It's like you can still have your boundaries up, absolutely. And it's like too, you can forgive people. It doesn't mean you have to let them back in your life, but it is very important for you and for them to forgive, and also too, if you were in the wrong, to make the apology, right? Depending on what side you're on. So with this though, the focus is on you really finding your happiness and what makes you feel like you're living your best life. So I feel like what they want you to know is to kind of stop being so cold and detached. Not calling anyone out specifically, but for some of you, maybe you've been feeling rather closed off from others. And what it's saying is to really remember how passionate you are about the people you care about life, and about yourself, and about your passions. And when you remember to have that balance, that's when your happiness is really going to come in, and you're going to find like a whole sense of new cycles coming in, new relationships, maybe the closening, the strengthening of bonds you already have. I feel like for a lot of you, this is going to happen in the springtime, 3 or 4 months from now. So maybe the beginning of summer or middle of spring. So let's get some more cards. I feel like these are like everywhere, so gotta stay organized, clear that up. But yeah, definitely feeling like 3 or 4 months from now, especially notice too how the 2 of them, they came out one after another and they're both in reverse. So it's like when things are gonna finally turn around in a sense, 3 or 4 months from now. Beautiful. All right. Let's keep going. I feel like an overall sense of peace. Wow, split the deck. Ace of Swords again for the second time. And we've got the Magician making an appearance. With the Magician, that's beautiful because you're really manifesting a new start. Maybe peace with others. I feel like just an overall better understanding from those around you. Love. You don't want to be a cold-hearted person or feel like you have to have boundaries up. Especially too, if you were tuned into the reading last night and that resonated at all, it was like saying how just a lot of people could have made you feel like you had to dim your light or kind of pull yourself back or watch your privacy. And it's just like something you shouldn't have to go through, right? So especially too, these could have been outside people. What I'm feeling like with this could have been a mother figure, or this could have been a best friend, or this could have been, if you were a divine masculine, this could have been a partner or a mother figure. Awesome. So we're going to hop into more tower moments had happened in the past. It's like the end of these tower moments, but it might be another tower moment for some. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's get some more cards. So just be careful of the offers you're accepting or what you're currently working on. Make sure that you're getting yourself in really good situations. 5 of Cups, you're going to have options. So it's almost saying like maybe one or two of the options won't be the best decisions for you, whereas the rest will take you down a positive road. Six of Wands, beautiful. Six of Wands represents like passion, love, new starts, commitments. That's really beautiful. So it looks like you will have some love coming in after all. This could be someone that's in the same interest that you are. Say you, maybe you're an actor, an actress, or you're a musician, or you have a channel, whatever it is, you're an influencer. They like the same thing, or they actually pursue the same kind of career. But overall, it just looks like passionate new days for you. Regardless if you're with someone or not, you'll definitely be able to meet someone if that's kind of the answer you're looking for. It looks like because you're going to be in such a positive, happy, high vibrational time, really living your best life or trying to, and trying to treat others the same way, that's the vibe you're going to give off. So when you're out mingling, you could possibly meet someone that's like totally in tune with the vibe that you're giving off. Beautiful. So the end of like dark days, it's like transformation is finally coming, especially too if you found you took back a sense of peace from your own life. It's like for a lot of you too, you were just feeling unstable in a lot of areas of life. And with the Seven of Cups, it's like you could have been made an option, not only in love, but just like in career or in life in general. Like maybe sometimes your friends called you to invite you out, but not always. Or sometimes your family invited you to family events, but not always. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And it just left you feeling kind of out in the cold. And that really could explain why in the past you were feeling like in this defensive sword energy, like you had to just remove yourself from certain people or situations and really just put the focus on you. That's what's leading to this overall happiness, though, and sense of peace. And for those of you that felt misunderstood maybe in the past by those that felt left out by you, I feel like those people are starting to come around, especially if it's family and stuff. I feel like a lot of them are realizing that you were just busy trying to focus on improving your life and making it better. And maybe, you know, unintentionally, some of those family members and stuff were causing tower moments. Delays for you, blocking your blessings, and just by the words they were putting out there, or if they were speaking upon you and stuff. And then now it's like they've started to realize that you're just trying to work on yourself the same way that they are, right? That's what we're all doing in life. And I feel like now that they've pulled back their energy a bit too, to allow you to really grow into your own, I feel like you're going to have better relationships with those around you, especially family. And it's weird because of the Matilda thing at the beginning, it kind of like resonates everything now. Spirit has a funny thing too, because it's like when you're scrolling through stuff, it was like they were literally like Matilda. And I was like, okay. And then, yeah, like didn't watch it or anything, just kept clicking. But anyways, so what I feel like with this is really just first and foremost, new career opportunities are coming, and a new just peaceful time of understanding and just like development for relationships around you. It's like people are going to start to understand what you're passionate about, or maybe why you move the way you do in life too. So that's really beautiful to like kind of hop into to start. I feel like too, especially if you felt like you just had one person that they meant well, but they might have been a little overbearing or a little too concerned with maybe even just telling you like how you should live your life. They've really realized the error of their ways, and they've like taken their cut back, not in a sense of love, but just in a sense of understanding. They want to see you live your best life the same way that you do. And that's a really beautiful message. Wow. Especially after yesterday. I love that. It's beautiful. So we're going to leave this Sun card out because I really feel like that kind of is the whole energy behind the reading, you know? Happy days. Wow, the Fool at the bottom. Happy days, new starts. I'm not going to put that out because I didn't shuffle that on camera, but that was just there. So that's kind of beautiful. All right. Yeah, so you're no longer going to feel stuck. You could currently be feeling a little bit stuck, but that's why kind of like I feel like the energy is for spring, 3-4 months from now. What they're saying is maybe by June, say you've been feeling in a financial lack, or like you haven't had a stable job or a stable relationship. It's like things are going to change in the summertime. June is what I'm hearing specifically, but I saw 3 or 4 months. Wow. So also be careful, because it's like along the way, there could be toxic new starts that aren't actually necessarily in your best interest. It's really just about following your heart, whether that's in love or even just like your career and your relationships and life. Really just follow your heart. Absolutely. We got the 8 of coins. So like I said too, if you've been feeling really stuck and depleted, I know too with a lot of what had happened with the pandemic, it just really shifted a lot of people's lives, right? And a lot of people are back and normal, but I'm sure in some places in the world, some people are still affected by it. So if you feel like that's your situation and you've been feeling hangman, like stuck mode, essentially is what that card represents. It also represents the sign of Pisces. Signs we have so far are Leo, Pisces, we've got Capricorn. With the coins, we've also got Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus with the cups. And here we've got Pisces, and then with the cups, we've got more water, but we've got double Pisces, so you could be one or watching for one. And then for the water signs, we've got Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So a lot of different energies on the board. Only sign I don't see so far is air, but I'm sure it'll come out. But yeah, so in the past, wow, as I'm kind of shuffling on the side here, just have the Tower in reverse. I'm going to keep shuffling, and even the Ace of Cups. So you could have dealt with kind of a mishap in love and just life. Maybe the mishap in the relationship had left you feeling stuck overall in your life. And that's where you're coming to an understanding and regaining a sense of stability and focus. Thank you so much to everyone that's tuned in. We're just kind of getting into it. So what I feel like you could add some false offers in love or maybe career or even friendships, right? People that said they meant well for you but kind of didn't. It kind of overall changed your opinions on life and how you view things. Overall, you just realized that maybe you gave a lot to people. You had a really big heart, and they still want you to keep that big heart, keep giving to others and being that way, but remember to have boundaries. Let's get some mystery messages. Kind of like these. Sometimes you'll get a sign that pops out. Yeah, I just feel like if you felt bound to any toxic contracts in that as well, with the coins here and the Devil card, it's almost saying like soon you're going to have a new start, but you could have felt recently like you were having a new start or had one and then it didn't work out. And if that's the case, just know you're being divinely protected or led to your rightful path. So it says have a spa day. Beautiful. So divine femme and divine masculines out there, especially, wow, I love how it went on the card there. It's like saying if you've been feeling stuck at home, indoors, or just like not feeling like your best self, really go and treat yourself. But watch your spending, apparently. That may resonate for some. If it doesn't resonate, of course, don't make it your message. Spirit guides are trying to communicate to you. Some of you could be a Taurus or dealing with a Taurus. Some of you could love Starbucks. Maybe some of you work at Starbucks. Random message to come out. And financial restraints. So maybe you could have felt held back in the past or currently, and it's really just telling you to kind of come up with a game plan, a configuration of what you want your life to be like for the spring, summer, and things are really going to turn around. You definitely are going to have to put in some work to make the changes, though. It looks like for some of you, maybe you'll have to do some saving. Whatever you're working on, though, you're super passionate about it. So like I said, it could be a new project, or even for some of you, it could be like you're really passionate about having a new start. Maybe you want to move or do something different, but you need to like work the steps in order to get there. So it's just saying it's really important to stay focused. We've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So in the past, definitely dealing with some rough love situations. let's get some angel messages. Thank you so much, everyone that's tuned in. Hope you're having an amazing day. It's time to forgive. Let go now of anyone or any past situations that have caused you hurts, and instead focus on healing. Trust that certain things happen for a reason, to teach you a valuable lesson on self-love. Beautiful. Really beautiful message there, especially too if you're just feeling like you're moving on, you got new starts. It's time to let go of past traumas. Really just focus on yourself and those you love around you. Like, especially too, I'm hearing if you have kids or say family that you live with, maybe they're feeling a little bit left out and just really want some extra attention, and maybe that's what you feel like you need as well from them. Just really about communicating, right? Opening up the lines of communication and letting those that are close to you know what you need from them so that they can at least try to do that for you, right? If you don't say anything, they don't know. It says a new addition to the family will be coming soon. Congratulations. Soon you or someone around you will be welcoming a new family member. Beautiful. So some of you could be expecting or know someone around you that's expecting. So very sweet if that is the case. Congratulations. All right. Let's see what else comes out. Oh, there's like one like stuck. It's a big one. Hold on. What's it say there? Aw, that's really sweet. It says your old best friend misses you. So there's a message from someone that used to be close to you. Maybe you aren't close to anymore or you haven't spoken to in a while. Next message out we have is light worker. So you could be a light worker or be dealing with one. Big changes are coming in. Beautiful. So you're going to have some nice new changes coming in. And it says get your hair done. So that's so funny because we had spa day before. So for some of you, blessings are incoming. So that's beautiful. Time to really just like focus on giving back too. I feel like a lot of you have learned a lot and been through a lot, and they're saying it's really time to take all that you've learned and just kind of forgive others and lead by a good example. And that's what's really going to bring in some clarity for you overall and a sense of like understanding as to why you went through what you did. And overall, I just heard as to where you're headed next. Because for everyone, it's a little bit different, right? Like we're all on different paths. We're all navigating different highways, essentially, different relationships, different kinds of things in life. And so everyone's story is slightly altered. Of course, this is for the collective, though. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Beautiful. So that was on the ground. I'm going to add it, but it was literally the 9 of Cups. So 9 of Cups is, other than love and overall wish fulfillment, you just really achieving the life you're kind of trying to go after. Beautiful. Passionate new beginnings. It's like nothing can hold you back at this point. Welcome back. Nice to see you in the chat there. Peace of mind. All right. So we got the 7 of Coins. Beautiful. I really like that card for you because I feel like in the past you were feeling held back or maybe just like in slow starts. But like I said, it's almost like good things take time is what Spirit is telling me to remind you, and to just know that wherever you're headed, that is your path in the world, and to trust that. And if it isn't, it's like things will work out that way and you will understand eventually why things go that way. Sometimes it's not for us to know everything that's meant to happen. Of course, you can receive great guidance from someone like me or other light workers, but at the same time, it's saying like, certain things the universe has in store for you are so amazing and blessed, and it's going to be slightly different for everyone, right? But it's just going to be a little bit beyond what you expected. And it's just saying to not be defensive at this time, because especially if you're worried about chasing your own dreams or really standing out and shining and going after your ambitions, maybe it's saying this is the time to do that, not to let anyone hold you back. That's beautiful. Really beautiful messages from spirits. Yeah, so in the past you were feeling blocked, less than, maybe too, if, like I said, if you're starting a small business, like say you put out a song or something like that, or say you have a clothing line and you put something out and it just didn't sell, or your song didn't really go out and you're just kind of confused, you know, it's starting small, but that's how it's supposed to be. It's like good things build over time, and that way too you can be grateful and appreciate every bit of it. I feel like for a lot of you, you have this really great sense of being grateful and understanding what the universe has put you through and taught you. And Divine just wants you to like remember to stand in that strength. All good things take time, whether it's love, career, especially when it comes to things you want too, right? Like certain of you may have goals to, say, have a family or have a stable home, and just hasn't happened for you yet. You could have had people come in that made offers, and it just wasn't really stable or necessarily a future outcome for you, or maybe even tried for some of you. Some of you could have been married or had kids with someone previously, and things just didn't work out. And it's like you did give it your all, you did try, but what Spirit's saying is it's all about divine timing, and like whatever's meant to happen, that's the way it's meant to go. So yeah, you could have felt like you were someone's second option, or multiple options, or not even just necessarily love, just in life. But it's like, just know that everything's been balanced out. And if you haven't started to feel the energy yet, you will, because you deserve change and you deserve to go through new cycles. We didn't have air signs on the board before, but now we've got quite a bit of air energy. So we've officially got all the signs on the board. Next, we've got the 8 of Wands. So beautiful, passionate new starts after a time of really feeling unbalanced. For some of you, like I said, you could have been married or had kids even previously, like a serious commitment with someone or something, even a career didn't work out. But when you left, you actually like broke the cycle and started a change for yourself. And that's what you need to do. Continue to be passionate and really thrive in that understanding of where you're headed. Soon you won't feel stuck anymore. It's like I said, all these things you went through, you'll learn that it happened for a reason. And it really taught you not only how to love yourself, but how to be better in relationships, maybe how to show more compassion. Maybe too, it's like the last relationship or all your relationships, you slowly learned lessons on how to improve the person that you are, giving back to others. Just kind of putting your best self out there, putting your best foot forward. So we've got the 8 of Cups. That's really beautiful. So with the 8 of Cups, it's just saying new opportunities. Time for you to really not be afraid to shine, not be afraid of any conflict or drama. Of course, there may be some, but this looks like background noise. It's not your focus. And if it is, or anything comes up, it's really Spirit saying it's time for you to exit away from those people, that situation, and to just put your best foot forward. You have all the positive cycles to look forward to, all the passionate new beginnings coming in, and it's just really beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone, tuning in. Awesome. So we've got the 7 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. A lot of defensive energy. Feeling like in the past you were left out in the cold or second best. Overall now coming to an understanding that it wasn't necessarily, it's like maybe you took the blame or too much of the blame for whatever situations happened in life. Even like friendships, right? This doesn't have to be something specific. What I do feel like is the person or persons made you feel like an option or less than, and you realized you didn't have to carry that burden. You didn't have to be defensive. You could like choose to stand in the light and to walk away. And that's what really balanced things out. And see how we've got the Chariot and the Justice card there. So Libra and Cancer with those energies, and just really showing like by you leaving the situation, that's what brings balance. That's what ends the conflict. Detaching yourself from any negative energies that would even attempt to lower your vibration or the path you're headed down. So that's really beautiful. We are going to get some more angel messages. I feel like too, for some of you, you could want to have kids, and it's like coming up, maybe If you're in a serious relationship and you've been planning it, I feel like in the next 3-4 months, but that's not for everyone. And if it's not your story and you don't have anyone, it might not necessarily be your story, but you never know, because sometimes people meet people as well and you could just like boom. So also be aware if that's something you're not really planning to do, to have kids right away in a relationship, because I feel like for some of you it's definitely something that could be coming up in the spring or summer, and that could be also what could leave you feeling stuck. So just something to kind of keep an eye on. But for some of you, it's going to be such a blessing. It's going to be like maybe you've been feeling stuck, wanting to move forward in this commitment, have kids, take it to the next level, and by finally being blessed with that, it's just going to feel so amazing. So congratulations if that is the case for anyone out there. We're going to get a few more cards, what they want you to know. So funny again, we've got this Queen of Cups coming out. So like I said, I felt in the past, if you're a divine feminine, it's either like a mother or a friend energy. And if you're a divine masculine, it's either a mother or like a karmic person energy. And what I'm feeling like is this person wants to make a reappearance in your life, maybe mend the past, really come together. It looks like they could be trying to offer you a gift as well, some sort of form of peace between the two of you. Wow, so also think about it too. We got the 3 of 4 of coins as well. B4, and that's how I said 3 or 4 months. I've been shuffling this entire time and y'all have been watching me. So as if I pulled it out again back to back. So definitely 3 or 4 months is when these changes are coming in for some of you. Some sort of big change. I just feel like it's the end of feeling stuck, especially too, right? It's like maybe you want to work on certain things, but there's just things preventing you, like the weather or your finances or past conflicts or just where you currently are in life. But that doesn't go for all of you. This could also be people around you. I feel like you removed yourself from any situations and are just really focused on just remaining positive and giving to others and being passionate, not only towards your own life, but those around you. So that's really beautiful. I feel like Spirit wants you to remain in that energy. Always be giving to others. Don't worry about if anyone would ever try and block that, whether it's in love or otherwise. It's really important just to focus on you and where you're headed and where your family's headed. It's like for some of you, wow, a lot of passion there as well. You could already have a family and you could want to extend your family. Or for some of you, I'm hearing you could have a person and like say the two of you came together and you both have kids separately, but you want to like merge your families together. That's going to be very successful. For some of you, I just heard you could want to purchase a house together, merge families. That's going to be something more happening in the summertime if those are looking for an answer on a commitment. In the meantime, it's asking you really to just remain lighthearted, open-hearted, and don't be so wary. It's like too, some of this could be insecurity in your own mind, getting caught up, worried about outside illusions or past traumas. And it's really just saying to remember the passion you hold, especially for whatever you're working on or this relationship. And especially too, if it is a past family member, really just remember the love you have for this person and the sense of understanding and the sense where the two of you are headed together, just really like a new peaceful cycle. And I feel like an overall closeness again. So in the past, you could have felt like you had to remove your energy from a lot of people, kind of just go into self-reflection mode. Maybe you also felt off the way you were. It's almost saying though that all had to happen to get you back to where you needed to be. We've got the Hierophant just came out there, and with the Hermit, we've got Virgo and Taurus energy. Hierophant, Taurus, and then Virgo with the Hermit. So you could be one of those signs or dealing with one of those signs. In the past, you were feeling like a lack of love or appreciation or passion. And I feel like that wasn't even necessarily towards relationships, but maybe just yourself or life. And Spirit's just asking you to remind yourself how absolutely amazing you are. And you have like so much going for you. You have brighter days ahead and no reason to feel anxious or to feel caught up in any past illusions or hurts. Just keep moving forward. Looks like some beautiful days, man. Really love that. Wow, the sun came out again, as if, because we got the sun at the beginning of the reading for those that just tuned in. I will put this reading up as well. Beautiful. We will get a few more messages and see what else we can see for the upcoming months for y'all. So what I feel like too with all this wand energy, you're going to have a lot of new connections, maybe new relationships, or even just like friendships and acquaintances, people that are going to come into your life and impact it for the better. This could be too what's going to get you out of feeling stuck, maybe even feeling a little more isolated and kind of like you've closed off your energy to certain individuals. But it's saying like, Spirit's saying too, if that all happened, to trust it and just know like you are being led to new people, new understandings. Wow, karmic relationship, right? So some of these could have been karmic relationships. Even karmic relationships can be friendships as well, or family members or loves. So it says either you or the person you are thinking about has karmic relationships around them. Time to end that cycle. Absolutely. Time to end it. You are a star. You're meant to shine. You're an inspiration to many, whether you realize this or not. So get ready. So it's really your time. That's absolutely beautiful. Probably one of the best messages to come out in the cards. Whoever that resonates for, you're someone with a lot of light and a lot of purpose and a lot of divinity. Wow, so this is actually a message from your person, but it says, I feel like the angels guided us together. I feel so lucky. One more message. Wow, so this came out earlier. So definitely for some of you, as if, because I said 3 to 4 months too. This will be really exciting news for some, I feel like. It says a new addition to the family will be coming soon. So it says either you or someone you know close to you will be expecting soon. Congratulations. Fur babies count too. Amazing. Congratulations though. That's beautiful. So overall, it looks like new cycles, new relationships. For a lot of you, you're going to be welcoming new additions to the family. I heard for some of you, it's probably going to be like your first. So congratulations. And feeling like this is going to be in 3 or 4 months. Going to start to feel a sense of peace overall, like the sun's returning. Days are getting brighter. Almost too, if you had any clouded judgments or misclarities in the past, things are going to start to lighten up. And you're really going to feel better about where you're headed. So that's really beautiful energy. Love it. And just know overall, just remain passionate and kind towards others and yeah, forgiving towards yourself and those around you, and expect some like really positive days. You're a star. It's like for a lot of you, you're really meant to shine. You're meant to succeed. And for some of you, you're going to gain some sort of success or recognition, and you can just really get excited. Spend more time in nature is at the bottom. So for some of you, it's really important to maybe be meditating in nature. Maybe you're going to find some new creative ideas or receive some actual messages and guidance from your angels directly. So that's really beautiful. Loving it. I feel like overall we're going to leave that there. Looks like for spring, summer, this is when you can kind of expect these changes. And it just looks like a sense of peace and like an overwhelming sense of understanding as to why everything happened the way it did. And especially in relationships, it's like saying either family or even closer than that, like romantic partnerships, just going to feel really connected and very much so on the same level. So that's really beautiful. I really hope that resonated for you. Take care and have an amazing day. And thank you so much to everyone that tuned in.